What's going on, everybody? Aaron Michael Escheberg here, Honest Aim, talking to you today about the astrology that's happening upstairs and how it's reflecting down here on planet Earth, and it's affecting our lives in the crazy great way that it is. There's so much going on that I had to break away from the computer and not type up a paragraph or two, because it would have been a book by the time I was done with the message, and deliver this today a little bit more personal, a little more face-to-face action. So let's take a little trip around the zodiac and kind of see what's going on upstairs. So first thing to note that we've had for the past several months here, and it's going to be ending in the next couple of weeks, we've had this grand fire trine, which our fire signs, our three fire signs is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, right? So Aries is the spark of the flame, the match that ignites the fire. Leo is the hearth that keeps on burning, and Jupiter is kind of Sagittarius is the star, the fire that's kind of that further away, this long distance journey. So we've had Uranus over here in Aries, the North Node here in Leo, and Saturn up here in Sagittarius. And all of these three players have been igniting a fire for us that's been brewing for several months, that's kind of pushing us toward where we need to be in our lives. So Uranus in Aries, Aries is self. Mars is the ruling planet of Aries. So it's self, it's my journey, me, my, and what I will not allow to stand in my way, in my path, to reach what I believe is obtainable. With Uranus in Aries, it's breakthroughs of self, right? So we have the unpredictability of Uranus. It's like lightning is going to strike, but we don't know where, we don't know when, we don't know how hard it's going to hit, if it's going to create damage, and just the same, even if it does, it's kind of one of those beautiful things that's, it strikes this fire and creates this damage, but then we get all these people together to help create this better new thing. So sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but ultimately it's always going to be for the greater good. So Uranus in Aries right now is this greater good of self-empowerment, self-moving beyond what we thought was possible. With the North Node down in Leo, the North Node is kind of like an arrow saying, go this way. It's showing you in your life where we need to be. Maybe you've been taking a little bit more of the back seat in life, and in Leo, it's saying it's time to come out into the present. It's time to come out and face the camera, get out from behind the computer. It's not going to serve us justice anymore. We have to take stage. We have to perform. We have to do what we need to do in life to be there for other people. Sagittarius. So Saturn in Sagittarius, it's like making that great connection, that distance journeying, and propelling us forward in our karmic journeys in life. Saturn is all about karma, is the god and the master of karma, right? So this grand fire trine between Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius is like the bubbling and brewing of melting steel to create the tools that we need in life to move us forward, right? So in the 21st of December, right around the corner here, so Saturn takes 2.5 years to move through each sign, first and foremost. So it's 28 to 30 years for Saturn to go around the zodiac. So those of you born between 89, 1990, 1991, you're about to get hit with your Saturn return, which is a huge metamorphic part in your life, a very transcendental part of your life where you're moving beyond. It's no longer this circle, but it's a spiral that's going outward. So I'm very excited for some of my friends that are going to be experiencing that in the next couple of years. Huge times for you. So we have Uranus over here in Aries, right? Self breakthroughs. Mars is the ruling planet. Mars is the ruling planet of Aries. Mars is in the exact opposite sign of Aries right now, which is Libra. What is Libra? Libra is about balance. Libra is about other people. Libra's ruling sign is Venus, or ruling planet is Venus, right? So it's our wants and our desires. It's not all about me, my. It's about others. So this connection, this opposition right now between Uranus and Aries, okay, is breaking through self. It's about compromise. It's about cooperation, collaboration with other people, right? Now, it's also forming, Mars is also forming not only this opposition to Uranus, but it's a square to Pluto. Pluto is the transformational planet, the god of the underworld. Okay, so it's like, what have we been hiding in ourselves that we can't hide anymore? What's kind of coming up that we can no longer deny? You know, what in our life has to change? It's coming up. You know, we've probably been feeling it for quite some time now, and it's like it's grudging up and coming up. It's like, okay, we can't hide these things anymore. These transformations are going to happen no matter what. So it's your daily habits, your routines. You know, what in life do you need to change to put you on the path that you need to be, to follow that arrow, that creativity that's going to put you out in front on the stage? Maybe being on the stage is frightening to you, but if you're being called there, that's where you have to go. So it's kind of getting over those fears and transforming those fears. You know, fear is self-preservation. Say, why was I afraid? Why was I holding myself back to doing these things that I wanted, I liked, or thought I couldn't do? But, you know, so it's like looking at that fear and saying, well, thank you for protecting me at this point in time in my life, but I no longer need you because I've got shit to accomplish, right? So I've got shit to accomplish in this lifetime, and this compromise between Aries and Libra, between Uranus and Mars and transformative Pluto, is saying, let's be there for other people. Let's do the groundwork. Let's sit and meditate. For me, I'm going to take the time for myself so I can sit and meditate, so I can be a good, advice to you. I'm going to go to the gym for me, for my journey, for my life, for my strength and ability to do what I need to do in this world, so that when you call me up and say, yo, Aaron, I got to move, can you help me out? Yes, I got you. I'm going to come help you out. I'm going to carry that weight, and it's not going to be a problem. So it's finding that balance between selfishness and selflessness, because we have to be selfish on our own journey, on our own path, to give us the strength to be selfless for others. This is a huge part of what's happening right now. So let's talk about Venus. Venus is over here in Scorpio. Venus ruling sign is Taurus, right? So we're at the exact opposite sides of the spectrum again. So it's called detriment. When Aries is in the exact opposite side, or Mars is in the exact opposite side of Aries, it's a planet in detriment. Venus is in the exact opposite sign from Taurus. It's over here in Scorpio. It's detriment. Mercury is also in detriment. Its ruling sign is Gemini, and it's up there in Scorpio. So we're kind of in the opposite. You know, the table has turned, right? And everything's kind of shifting and coming back home. So Venus in Scorpio. Venus in Scorpio is our wants, our desires, right? Mars is how we get them. I want this, I love this. Now this is how I'm going to go get it. So Venus is saying, what do I like? What do I really desire? And in Scorpio, which, by the way, I absolutely love Scorpio. Scorpios get such a bad rap in the zodiac, but as a Capricorn, I feel you. I love you, right? So Scorpio is the underneath coming to the surface. It's all about coming to the surface. It's what do we love in life that we've been suppressing? The crying baby that we've been ignoring is coming up, and it's saying, don't ignore me anymore. Give me some love, cradle me, and let's move on forward together. So we can't hide these things anymore that we've been suppressing, right? So for over a year now, I've been preaching when Jupiter hit Scorpio, which happened, October 10th, that the shit was going to hit the fan, that stuff is going to come up into the surface, into the light that has been ignored for way too long. And almost immediately, we got Harvey Hands Weinstein over here. We've got Kevin Spacey. We've got all of these guys, this ridiculous masculine energy, manipulating and using powers against people. It's like, how long has this been going on? We know it's been going on, but something finally had to change. You know, it had to come up to the surface. It had to bubble and brew up before we could do something about it. And now we're finally there, where it's coming to the light, not to where we want it to be there. We want it to come to the light. You know, we can't let this go under any longer. So that's what's going on as well with our love right now. So what do we love that's been pushed down and kind of suppressed. So let's bring that stuff up right now. Maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a job, maybe it's fear of going out and accomplishing what you think you could accomplish. Okay? So this is this magical time right now to get your shit together, for lack of better words, get your shit together and do it. It's getting over these fears, breaking over these boundaries and saying, yes, in order to be the person that I want to be in my life, that I feel here in my heart, I have to break through these things. I have to bring this stuff up and I have to move forward, right? So Jupiter is there with Venus in Scorpio. So we have this grand fire trine that we already talked about. So we also have a trine happening between Jupiter, which is more expansion, okay? Which is why all this stuff's coming to the surface. It's expanding more of what's coming from underneath, bringing it up, bringing it up, bringing it up. So we have Jupiter here in Scorpio forming a trine with Neptune here in Pisces, all right? We're talking about dreams, our biggest dreams, the intangible things, the things you can't hold on to, things that don't necessarily make sense when you talk about them out loud to somebody else, but when it gets down to it, this is a way for us to manifest our dreams. And it's more. And it's happening in 11 degrees Scorpio, and that's tomorrow, all right? Today Jupiter's at 10 degrees. Tomorrow it moves to 11 degrees. 11 degrees Scorpio and Pisces, 11 degrees Pisces is where Neptune is, 11. What is 11? In numerology, 11 is a doorway that is opening. Okay, just like doorways open, doorways also close. So this doorway is opening this weekend. Okay, for how long? Not very long. It's going to be open for about 3 weeks. And as soon as Saturn moves into Capricorn there on the 21st on the solstice, our bubbling brew of tools that we've been creating in this grand trine is about to simmer down. It's about to solidify, and we're going to use these tools to move forward in life, right? So that doorway opening is something to take advantage of, which is why I'm creating this video for you right now, as opposed to just sitting down and typing a bunch of shit up that you're probably not going to read. So it's taking those steps further into creating our dream life, all right? So what is your dream life that you've always envisioned yourself? What have you been holding back that you can no longer hold back? What has been holding you back that you now are saying, I'm okay to separate from this. I'm okay to separate this and move forward into my path of my destiny. All right. So then on Sunday, we have a full moon in Gemini. I'm jumping ahead. We will have a full moon on Sunday, but I'm jumping ahead. Let's go to Mercury. Let's go to Sagittarius and what's going on here. Mercury's in Sagittarius. Right now, exact conjunct to Saturn. So in Sagittarius, again, we're talking about education, religion, worldly travels, okay? It's information that's out there. It's spirituality, all right? It's other people. It's connecting. It's kind of the big family, all right, of big warm family. It's not necessarily blood. It's a little bit of both, okay? So Saturn and Mercury sitting on top of each other right now. We have God's messenger, and the Mercury, the mercantile, God's messenger, has a message that wants to be delivered, all right? And it's making this conjunction with the god of karma, Saturn. Saturn is the ruling planet of Capricorn, and it will be moving there in 3 weeks, right? This is huge. This is messages coming from the heavens, messages coming from our higher selves, from our higher powers, being delivered in karmic ways through us, karmic relationships through us, karmic messages through us, all right? So again, we're coming into alignment with how we are going to be receiving these messages, how we're going to be delivering these messages. This is super, super important. So tomorrow, the moon right now, on, Wednesday, the moon right now is in Aries, okay? So this is more of that fire. We're building our swords, we're building our tools, and if we want to put special whatever it is in our tools, if it's these, ingredients, we'll just say ingredients, once Saturn in a couple of weeks moves into Capricorn and starts to solidify, we no longer have the opportunity to add more ingredients. It's just, all right, well, this at this point is the tool that I have, and now I have to use it. okay? It's not the same bubbling, boil, molten lava that's going to be formable anymore. We're coming into solid ground, okay? So emotional moon is in Aries right now, okay? So now we're connecting our emotions, and it's going to conjunct Uranus tomorrow. So we're going to have our emotions conjuncting our unpredictability and selflessness of other people. That's all happening tomorrow. Sunday is the full moon. Sunday is the full moon in Sagittarius. Well, the sun is in Sagittarius. The moon is finally going to move its way into Gemini, all right? So again, we're coming to that light. It's the full illumination at this point. So Gemini, Mercury, is information coming to full light, all right? This is a big deal, because what's going to happen on Sunday as well? Mercury starts going retrograde, starts moving backwards. It's when everything gets fucked up, let's be honest. It's when communication goes wrong. It's going to happen for 3 weeks. It's when you can say something to somebody with the greatest intentions of your heart, and they take it completely the opposite way. It's when you're typing that email and you think it's perfect and you hit enter to send it, but you actually didn't send it and you had no idea you didn't send it. So all of a sudden, this client or the boss or whomever it is saying, hey, you dropped the ball, you didn't follow through with this stuff. And well, I sent the email, shit, I didn't. So it's kind of, this next 3 weeks is also this time like, hey, it's not going to be as easy as it is this weekend. So like Friday, Saturday, up to Sunday, we have this great opportunity. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, up to Sunday, we have this opportunity of this full flowing motion before you're kind of hitting the white rapids or whatever, the little bumps in the road that are going to happen when Mercury goes retrograde, right? So that full moon is going to set us up, though, for the rest of the year, because the next full moon isn't going to happen until the first of the year, right? How cool is that? We're getting a brand new moon on the first of the year to start us off fresh in 2018. So that's going to be really great. Just to recap on what's going on, we have so much energy that's telling us to stop being afraid to break through to who we are, to who we want to be, to the amazing person that you know you are, right? It's saying don't hold back anymore. This energy is all about you taking it up to the next level, whatever that is, whatever that could be, whatever you know is in your heart, it's time to take it there. Because Saturn is going to come back into Capricorn, right? Then in a few months, we're going to have Aries coming over, or excuse me, we're going to have Uranus moving out of Aries into Taurus. So all of these fire signs are moving into solid ground, solidity, all right? Earth signs is that solid ground, stable. Thank God we're moving into stability because, well, let's face it, we need it. And it's going to be good. But until then, we got some serious work to do before we can sit back and enjoy this stuff. It's time to create, It's time to create these tools. It's time to put these tools to use and move forward with the journey that we were set out here to make. According to Edgar Cayce and the Akashic Records, we chose this place. We chose these bodies. We chose our parents. We chose the planets that we were born under. We chose exactly where we were going to be in life. We chose our bodies. We are a spiritual being having a human experience, not a human being having a spiritual experience. But we often forget that with the day-to-day living. We forget that I chose to come here and work at Walmart, or I chose to come here and do this job or these relationships, these people. Yes, you chose these people. You chose these karmic relationships. Again, karma's Saturn, the king of karma. The information that's coming in through God's messenger of Mercury. It's karmic stuff that's all happening right now. So the people in your lives, the people that left your lives, the job that left your life, the jobs that are opening up, these things that are coming in, is all part of the master plan. And you have this opportunity to jump on the ship right now, or you can kind of watch the doors close and say, I wasn't ready, which can definitely happen. I remember a time in my life where I said, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready to take it to this next level of my life. I want to party. I want to hang out and have fun with my friends. I don't want to take this next step in responsibility. So that's exactly what I did. For better or worse, I had some fun times, but I had to learn ultimately some pretty hard lessons along that path. You know, so it's time to step up into ourselves. It's time to be the transformative person that we can be, to be selfish enough, to know when to be selfish enough for us to truly be selfless to other people, to give to other people. It is the key of why we're here. It's to communicate, it's to expand, it's to be our dreams, to be the best that we can be, and to move forward in life and enjoy it. You know, nothing that's done can't be undone. So we can move forward in a greater new world ahead of us. We just have to focus on that. We have to focus on our mission, our paths, and how we're going to affect other people in a positive light, in a positive manner. To be honest with you, it's a bit chilly outside. I'm gonna go do some Kundalini yoga, warm up, a little fire breathing going on. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a great weekend. I'm excited. I'm excited for me. I'm excited for you. What are you going to do with your life? Where are you going? What is this journey that you're on? Why did you come back to Earth? You know, this is huge, 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 huge times. So I'm so excited. I can't wait. I love you. So much love. I wish you enough. Cheers.